Hey everybody, I'm back. We're going to get ready for our investigation, but first I wanted to check out our scientific notebook page. At this point you should have drawn a scientific observation of the mealworm and added labels, and there's also some things that you maybe wanted to add into sentences. Let's just check out some of the things that should be included in your notebook page. Did you label its head, segments in the body, where the legs were, that there were some antennae or feelers, and that you maybe saw a tail? There may be some things that you couldn't draw in a picture, and so you wrote that out in sentences, such as the mealworm uses its legs to move. It walks across the paper into the apple, its water source. The segments in its body help it bend and curl up. The head is tiny, and there are two tiny feelers on each side. Your science notebook page should look similar, and don't forget you should have included a date. Now, we've observed the mealworm today on April 6th, and we're going to conduct an investigation and watch the mealworm over the next couple of weeks. So first of all, as a reminder from your science, living organisms need 4 things to survive. They need air, water, food, and space. And all of those things, air, water, food, and space, make up the environment. So in our experiment, we'll provide air for the mealworms by putting holes in a lid. For water, we'll use a piece of apple, carrot, or potato. For food, mealworms eat wheat bran. And for space, we're going to give them a container. And that's going to create their environment. So let's check it out. I have some things set up for us. This container right here is going to be their space. I have their food. This is wheat germ. It's like a cereal. We'll let them live in that. For air, I've taken this lid and I've poked holes in it so that air can flow in and out. And finally, for our 4th thing, water. Now in this case, we're going to put pieces of apple into the container to provide water. And you know when you cut an apple, the juice that comes out, that will be the source of water. So I'm going to set up our investigation. I'm wondering, I have this question. If I change one environmental factor for these 10 mealworms, actually 20 here. Here they are, spread out, guys. If I change one environmental factor for the mealworms, what will the effect be on the mealworm? So let me go back and think about, sorry, my sons are laughing at me. Let me go back and think about the 4 factors of the environment. We have air, water, food, and space. I'm going to think closely about air. I want to change one thing only in an investigation to see if it makes a difference. So, how could I change the environmental factor of air? I'm going to do temperature. So when I set up my investigation, I want everything else to be the same. I want to put the same number of mealworms, the same space, the same food, and the same water source.